contains several. Well, I request my live streams about the points. Well, Salam Habibi, how are you? I hope you are fine. It is me, Michaela Santa. I am here with you. According with titles, yes, today we are roasting Mamata Banerjee in the topic of the West Bengal elections. Well, 2 days earlier, here I have said that was my last stream to roast Mamata Bandapatra, I mean Mamata Banerjee, but now when I was watching the YouTube Israel, suddenly I could see that here Mamata Banerjee states that she would not resign. And here uh, I contains some content to roast Mamata Bandapatra in live stream. Okay, now here we can see what is the backup plans of Mamata Bandapatra to destroy India's. Here I would mention the points. Okay, first of all, here we can see where is Mamata Bandapatra. I mean, where is Mamata Banerjee? Here I would mention. Okay, now here we can see. Well. Now here it is see Mamata Bandapatra, Mamata Banerjee. It is her English pronounced. Bengal pronounces Mamata Bandapatra. She was an Indian politician and lawyer. Has been served as chief minister in West Bengal from 2021 to 2026, and it is the points. And now you know that she lost to BJP. Now problem is here Mamata Banerjee. Okay, here Mamata Banerjee would not resign. Here, just Mamata Banerjee told reporters on Thursdays that she would not resign as a chief minister of West Bengal. It is her points, and that is the dangerous moments. Naturally, now here we can see these points. Naturally, when we lost to the opposition parties in the general elections or national elections or provincial state elections, here we resigned here as a chief minister, and the opposition party contest the appointment of their new chief ministers at the moment, and that is the process. But in this stance, here Mamata Banerjee says that she would not resign as a chief minister of West Bengal, and now. But according with the election commissions of India, Mamata Banerjee lost to BJP, and now here some dangerous programs of Mamata Bandapatra against Election Commission of India. And here I would mention the points. Now we know that Election Commissions of India is in New Delhi, and now let's check it. What about the election commissions at the moment? Well. And here I think it is not connecting at the some things here we contains some connection issues. Well, now here we can see this here as a seat name is, oh, just wait and watch. Our point was back. Well, now here we can see that is the moments. Here we got an internet. Well. And here we could see here it is the seat where Hamidur Rahman became MLA from Trinamool Congress. And now let's contents about the here we can see these momentums. Well, it is the Hamidur Rahman's constituency. Here we can see how much votes Hamidur Rahman gains. That is 120,988. Okay. Now here, how is this possible? It is possible because here Hamidur Rahman got Bangladeshi voters where 120,988 Bangladeshi votes Hamidur Rahman's. And here we can see this points 25,565 Bangladeshi votes Zakir Abedin's. Well, 5,816 votes Bangladeshi votes to here Mokhlesul Rahman's. And here 2,366 Bangladeshi votes to Nadim Sharif. Okay. Now here we can see 1,250 Bangladeshi votes to here Muhammad Nasiruddin's. Well, 601 Bangladeshi votes to here Muhammad Parvez Alam's. Now here we can see these points. Well, here I contains the calculator is live in here Chopra constituencies. And now here we can see R recurs repeatedly. 86, 56. I apologize here. 5,816. Well, and here we can see 120,986 sum by 5,816 sum by. Now here we can see these moments 2,386 sum by here 126 802 2 sum by here 25,565 25,565 sum by here now let's check it. And here we got the notifications here 1,250 sum by. And now well 600 ones. Well, 600 ones. Here we can see this 156,604 Bangladeshis voters are in existence, where 120,986 Bangladeshis vote to Hamidur Rahman's. Okay. Now let's check at the moments. Here we can see. Now let's focus on elections. And here, this constituency seats is near to Rangpur divisions of Bangladesh. Particularly, it is near to Panchgarh district of Bangladesh. And now, let's check it. What is the populations of Panchgarh, Bangladesh? That is approximately 1,179,843. Okay. Now here we can see this ones. Well, BJP won West Bengal elections, Arafat. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes, BJP won West Bengal elections in the several constituencies. But now, although BJP won all the West Bengal elections, but Mamata Banerjee states that she would not resign as Chief Minister of West Bengal. She states that she would counter applications to Election Commission of India in New Delhi that her vote was erased in the several constituencies. It is the statement of Mamata Banerjee. And now, here I am explaining that what is the plans of Mamata Banerjee to distance the Chief Minister as with the dictatorship policies. Okay, first of all, here we can see here I have mentioned and constituencies named Chopras. Here Hamidur Rahman, the Bangladeshi, became elected MLA from Trinamool Congress. And in this moment, Hamidur Rahman get 120,986 Bangladeshi votes from here almost 156,601 Bangladeshi. Well, all of 156,605 Bangladeshis are from Panchgarh district from Rangpur division of Bangladesh. And here the population of Rangpur division is almost 17.61 million. That means 17,610,000. On the other hand, Panchgarh district from Bangladesh contains the populations of 1,179,843 Bangladeshis live in Panchgarh, the district of Bangladesh. And now, it is the significant journeys at the moment. Now here, in this circumstance, here I can explain the probable plan of Mamata Bandyopadhyay. Now let's get started. And here we can see these moments. Well, here second comment is Arafat. Arafat what? I don't know. Okay, now here we can see this is the momentums at here is departure Panchgarh district of Bangladesh, and here we can see Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal, and here arrival is New Delhi, the capital city of India. Well, here we can see the points, and on the other hand, now let's get the points. Chopra constituency is the north of the chicken neck of India, and that is the significant points we got the notifies. Well, and here we can see here now let's check out the points. What is the driving route? That is 1555 kilometers. That means almost 1600 kilometers. Okay. Now here we can see these points. Why I have mentioned that arrival as a New Delhi, the capital city of India? Because here the headquarters of Election Commission of India is New Delhi. And here that is the significant momentum at points. Well. And here we can see the in this pathway here Bangladeshi terrorists can attack on New Delhi with the assistance of Mamata Bandyopadhyay with a car velocity of 1600 km per second. Where we can see this one's departure time would be morning 6 o'clock. Here May 7, 2026. Here arrival time would be morning 6 o'clock, 1 second past, May 7, 2026. And that is the momentums as we could see the points. It is the significant plans of Mamata Bandyopadhyay about New Delhi, particularly, it is the significant plans of Mamata Bandyopadhyay to attack on Election Commission of India. And who would be the direct attackers? The direct attackers would be Bangladeshi terrorists under Jia with the support of here Mamata Bandyopadhyay. That is the plans. Okay. And here we know the points. And half of weight of Jia's car would be 1000 kilograms. And here we can see what would be the kinetic powers. Well, driving timing would be 1 second. Kinetic power is kinetic energy. Well, the kinetic powers equation is half of weight of Bangladeshi terrorist car multiplied by distance square. And now let's see what is distance. That is 1600 kilometers. That means 16 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 meters. And what is 16 square? That is 256. What is 10 to the power 5 square? That is 10 to the power 10. Multiplication between 10 to the power 10 and 10 to the power 3 is 10 to the power 13 is. And in this points, here we can see kinetic powers would be kinetic powers of Bangladeshi terrorists to attack Election Commission of India in New Delhi would be here 2.56 billion megawatts. That is the plans of Mamata Bandyopadhyay against Election Commission of India. Okay. Now here we can see the how much petrol is necessary. This is the fraction of the plan of Mamata Bandyopadhyay. And here we can see the spots. Fuel would be always petrols because here artificial solar arc reactor with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 degrees Celsius is not allowed to Mamata Bandyopadhyay from authority, West Bengal authority. And here we can see petrol, fuel would be petrols. And now let's check the moments. What is the petrol volume equations? And that is here kinetic power divided by bracket of specific heat of petrol multiplied by temperature difference multiplied by density of petrols. And here we can see this points 256 multiplied by 10 to the power 13 divided by bracket of 100 multiplied by 0.778. And here we can see 256 multiplied by 10 to the power 11 divided by 0.778. And now here is the moments. What would be the next charming at the points? And here we can see this everything at 256 multiplied by 10 to the power 11. Well, divided by 0.778. And that would be almost 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be almost here 33 trillions liters of petrols. But now here we can see this here. Uh, India can contains here 800 billion petrols. That means here she would receive the she would import almost 33 trillion petrol from the foreign countries like Iran and Saudi Arabia just to attack on Election Commission of India with the support of Bangladeshi terrorists, particularly Bangladeshi terrorist Jaima Jia, and that is here significant plans in this point. And who was the direct supporters of Bangladeshi terrorists and Mamata Bandyopadhyay? That is Hamidur Rahman. Here is the plans that why Hamidur Rahman became Trinamool Congress from Chopra constituencies, where Hamidur Rahman is Bangladeshi from Panchagad. And here that is the moment that why I required the S.I.R repeatedly to remove Bangladeshi from Chopra constituencies, because Chopra is the northern chicken neck of India that contains Bangladeshi to be Trinamool MLA. Okay, and here we can see this moments. That is the significant dangerous points as we could see. Okay, now well Habibi, and here we can see this points. Now what if we remove the all Bangladeshis from Chopra constituencies? Here what would be the points to be noted? Facts. Well. Here, if all of 156,604 Bangladeshi would be deported from Chopra constituencies of West Bengal to Panchagad. Now here we can see this moments. And now here we can see. Just wait and watch. I contains the significant issues. And now let's get started. Here we can see 156,604 sum by 11,79,843. Okay. Hence, here we can see this now. Then the populations of Panchagad district of Bangladesh would be 1,336,447. Hence, Bangladeshi would be the new populations of Bangladesh. And now let's check the momentums at the points. Well, 100 multiplied by 156,604 divided by what's here 11,79,843, and what would be the results? Here that would be almost 13.27. Okay, now here we can see this momentums at the points. Well, just wait and watch. Well, I contains the significant issues at the moments. Well, now here we can see the accordance with current populations. Here 30.28% Bangladeshi would be probably deported from Chopra of the West Bengal. And here in this moment, here the reason would be here S.I.R should be required repeatedly. Otherwise, we cannot depart 30.28% Bangladeshis of Panchgarh districts to Panchgarh back. And now here we can see the points. Now let's check it the moments. After all of Bangladeshis departed from Chopra constituencies to Panchgarh district of Bangladesh, let's check it the points. What would be the evictions of elections? And here we can see. Let's check the evictions of elections. And here we can notify. See, you can see. Well, Indians 5108. I apologize. 51,862 Indians vote Shankar Adhikari. Okay. 1,492 Indians vote to Ajay Kumar Sinha. And here 1,225 Indians vote to Nota. And this is points. Well, what would be the probable populations of West Bengal? To be Indians, here I am calculating at the momentums. Well, 51,800. Well, 62 sum by 1,492 sum by almost 1,225. And now here we can see this months in Chopra constituencies here 54,579 Indians live in Chopra constituencies. On the other hand, here 156,604 Bangladeshis live in the same constituencies. And in those constituencies, we could notice that here triple time of Bangladeshis than Indians live in Chopra constituencies. Here is the reasons that why Trinamool Congress candidate Hamidur Rahman became MLA. And here we can see these points. Here we could see we can notify the points. Just wait for 2 minutes. Here I contain some issues on my eyes, ears. Well, issues has been solved. Here, now here we can see we require an S.I.R registrations where we could see 156,000 is 3 times more than 55,000, and that is the concerning for the sovereignty of India. Well, now here we can see here I have mentioned here Panchgarh, Hamidur Rahman, and now let's take it on some momentums. What is the significant points? Well, the second would be here I would mention. Just wait for some times. And here we can see this momentums we could notify. Well, Agarwal Kalanayalals. Here we can see Ghulam Rabbani is in the particular MLAs of the particular constituencies. And now I think we know the reports. Here the constituencies names and goal pokars, where we can see this is the points. Ghulam Rabbani's contains 122,105 votes from Bangladeshis. Now here we can see Ghulam server contains vote of 14,495. Okay. Here, Masood Muhammad Naim Asin contains vote of 2,968 Bangladeshis. And here, well, Jamiluddin contains vote of 679 Bangladeshis. Muhammad Nadir Akhtar contains vote of 545 Bangladeshis. And here we can see Tohmid Tawhid Ahmed Khan contains vote of 287 Bangladeshis. Okay, but I think the constituencies vote is containing the neighbors to be here Thakurgaon. Okay, here Thakurgaon, and here I would mention the points. Well, populations of Thakurgaon, Bangla, okay, Bangladesh. Well. And here we can see the Thakurgaon, Bangladesh contains almost 460 Bangladeshis live in Thakurgaon, the district of Bangladesh. Okay, now here we can see these points. That is the significant momentums. Well, now every memory is here. Now here we can see. Let's delete the every memories of Panchagars because it is the just a calculators. Well, now let's check at the momentums. Wait and watch. What is Ghulam Rabbani's vote? That is 122,105. Some by here 29,000. I apologize. 2,966 Bangladeshis vote to Masood Muhammad Naim Ahsins. Okay, and now let's check it. Jamaluddin contains vote of almost 679, and here Nasir Akhtar contains vote of here 545. Now let's take it. Tawhid Ahmed Khan's. Yes, this contains the circumstances of Tawhid Ahmed Khan. Well, Tawhid Ahmed Khan contains vote of 287 Bangladeshis. Well, now let's check it the points. What is the populations of Bangladeshis in Golakpur constituency state seats of West Bengal? That is 126,582. That means here we can see these points. 126,582 Bangladeshis live in Golakpur constituency states of West Bengal provincial state of India. Well, now let's check it the points. Golpakar constituency states contains 126,582. If 126,582 Bangladeshis would be deported from Golakpur to their own place, Thakurgaon, then what would be the new populations of Bangladesh? particularly what would be the new populations of Thakurgaon. That is the significant momentums as we could see. Well. Now let's check out the points. Well, here we can see 126,582 sum by, well, 100,460 Bangladeshis. Now the new populations of Bangladeshis living in Thakurgaon would be 227,042 Bangladeshis would be new populations of Thakurgaon, the district of Bangladesh, if and only if 126,582 Bangladeshis would be already departed from Golpakar constituency states of West Bengal provincial state of India. And here we can see this moments and the points. Well, and here that is the significant points. And here we can say that what would be the backup plans of Mamata Banerjee to attack on election commissions of India in New Delhi, the capital city of India. And here we can see this momentums. Well, and now let's contains the journeys at the moments. Well, here we can see that is the new. Well. Let's contain the duplicate tabs. Oh my god. And here we can see Thakurgaon. Oh, here we can just Thakurgaon, Bangladesh as a departure. Well, arrival would be New Delhi, the capital city of India, and the middle route is Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal. Now let's check it the moments. Well, it needs some times as soon as possible. Well, here let's contain the assumptions. Here we can clearly state here driving route would be 15,000. I apologize, 1500 kilometers would be at the driving routes. Okay, now here I contain the exact points. Well, here we can see what is the driving routes. Driving route would be 1593 kilometers. That means almost 1600. Oh my Adonais. Here we can see these points. Here still the Bangladeshi terrorist car to be here Northern Tata Nanos contains half of weight of would be here 100,000 kilograms. And in this momentums we can see that is the significant points. Well, Bangladeshi here we could see the significant points to be noticed. Here Bangladeshi terrorists would contain the kinetic powers almost 2.56 billion megawatts, and here petrols would be required as 33 quadrillion liters of petrol. That is the partial plans of here. Okay, that is the partial plans of West Bengal. I mean that is the part of the plans of Mamata Bandyopadhyay. And how I could calculate here how could I calculate this plans of Mamata Bandyopadhyay where departure would be Thakurgaon? Because this driving route is the same as I have calculated on the departure to be Panchagars, and that is the significant points would be necessary. And now let's talk about the points. Talk, 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 talk. Well. Oh my gosh. Here I contest the points. Hamba, amba, lamba, lamba, tomba, tomba. Yes. And that is the momentum at the points. Well, let's take a breath. Well, Mamata Banerjee's famous dialogue is Hamba Hamba Lamba Lamba Tamba Tamba Kumba 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 Tumba Tumba. That is the favorite dialogue of Mamata Bandyopadhyay. Okay. Now here we can see Mamata Bandyopadhyay's favorite dialogues as we did not forget. Okay. And now here is the momentums at the points. But now here she lost the elections in 2026 against Bharatiya Janata Party's BJP, and now she did not want to resign as a chief minister of India. Well, here we can see Mamata Banerjee's favorite dialogue to be Amba Amba Lamba Lamba Tumba Tumba. That is spoken by Mamata Bandyopadhyay in 2019. That means here we can see just first she has been elected as a chief minister in 2021. In 2020, it was better off for Mamata Bandyopadhyay that she should resign because of her statement like this Amba Amba Ramba Ramba Humba Humba. That is the ones. And now this types of speech from Mamata Bandyopadhyay is not allowed to be a dialogue of honorable chief minister of any particular provincial state of India. Well, now here we can see these points. We can see about the Kerala Prime Minister. I mean, we can see what is the dialogue of Tamil Nadu Chief Minister. It can be M.K. Stalin, Joseph Stalin, or several times. And now today's Chief Minister is here Vijay Thalapathy. Okay? They are very sensible persons, and their every speech is now make any sense. It does not matter if their speech would be anti-national or pro-national, but their speech is just common sense we can understand as a civilized speech. But Mamata Bandyopadhyay's speech in 2019 is Hamba Hamba Lama Lama Tumba Tumba. It is just an it is just an forest Afghan speech. Well, and now it does not allow in here the Chief Ministry of West Bengal. Okay, now let's focus on the points. Now here we can see these moments. The plan of Mamata Banerjee to attack on election commissions of India in New Delhi, where by Bangladeshi terrorists, where departure would be Thakurgaon district of Bangladesh, and Bangladeshi terrorists would be commanded by Bangladeshi terrorist Jaima Jia. Here, the assistance of Bangladeshi terrorists under Jaima Jia would be, Ghulam Rabbani. And in this purpose, Ghulam Rabbani contains a vote of 122,185 Bangladeshis They were from Thakurgaon districts of Bangladesh just to vote here Muhammad Ghulam Rabbani. And now here we can see these points. Well, before election 2026, here we could see here S.I.R has been active in the West Bengal here. 9 million Bangladeshis were deported from West Bengal and they arrived to their own land, Bangladesh. But now, here we can see, accordance with the election results of May 4, 2026, it is clear that in several constituencies, S.I.R has been successful, but in Golpokar constituencies, S.I.R has been failed. And what is the result that we can state that S.I.R in Golpokar constituencies has been failed? Because here we can see this 122,105 Bangladeshis vote to Ghulam Rabbani. Okay, and here we can see that both of them are very dangerous points. Both of here Ghulam Rabbani is just a southern chicken neck of India. Well, Ghulam Rabbani is the MLA of Southern Chicken Neck of India, and that is the great concern for the security of India. Because here is the second probability that Muhammad Ghulam Rabbani would contest and conspiracy to cut the chicken neck, where hence that the Northeast India and the rest of India can be separated. Well, Northeast India is Mongolian Indians, where their races is Mongolian, but nationality is Indians, like Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Manipur, etc. And here race of Indians is as an Australian Indians. Here the Punjab is Australian Indians, Tamil Nadu is Australian Indians, well Bengal is Australian Indians, and Indore citizens is Australian Indians. And here we can see these points. Now we can 2 years earlier or 1 year earlier, in January 2025, Bangladeshi Chief Advisor Dr. Muhammad Yunus contains her wish that she wants to conquer the Northeast Indians. Thus, she wants Northeast India would be attached as the area of Bangladesh, and they would stop accept themselves as a Northeast Indians. Moreover, they would accept themselves as a Bangladeshi in lieu of Northeast Indians. That was the conspiracy of Dr. Muhammad Yunus in 2025. Now here, today is calendar 2026. We contains the Honorable Prime Minister of Bangladesh like Tarek Rahman Jia, and the current princess of the Tarek Rahman Jia's dynasty is Jaima Rahman Jia, and that is the greatest threat we can see these points. And here in the southern parts, we could see Ghulam Rabbani is elected to cut the southern chicken neck of India, where hence that Bangladesh can conquer the northeast India easily. That is the plans of Mamata Bandyopadhyay. And here we can see, but Mamata Bandyopadhyay lost the elections, but Muhammad Ghulam Rabbani becomes the MLA of Trinamool Congress from Golpokar constituencies. And here we can see that what is the significant dangerous plans Mamata Bandyopadhyay started that. Okay. Now here we can see if and only if we can remove 126,000 here 582 Bangladeshis from Golapur constituencies of West Bengal of India, then what would be the results? And here would be almost Hindu Indians in Golapur, Muslim Indians in Golapur, or Christian Indians in Golapur. And now, what would be the results as we can see this points? Well, I think I forgot the 1 points at the moment. Okay, now here we can see this 126, 582, sum by 14495. Well, actual, now here we can see actual Bangladeshis is 141,077. Now if we can depart 141,077 Bangladeshis from Golapur, then what would be the results? Now let's check it. What would be the voters numbers at the points? Here we can see. Now let's get started. Well, 38,315 sum by here 14,000. I apologize, 1,471 sum by well 708 sum by okay 448 sum by 223 sum by well 934. Now let's check it. What is the actual Indian voters in Golpokar's populations? That is almost 4,299. Okay. Now here we can see that is the significant points. Well, here is the significant momentums at that can be considered at moments. Here for 42,099 India's 42,099 was the populations of Golpokar Indians, where 141,077 Bangladeshis voters in Golpokar Indian constituencies, and that is the greatest threat we could ensure. And now here is the moments, and here is my questions that why Indian S.I.R. has been failed in Golpokar constituencies, and that is our great concerns that we have to notice, because here we can see 9 million Bangladeshi has been deported from West Bengal, but here 141,077 Bangladeshis are still live in here goal pockers. Okay. Now here we can see that is the momentums at the points. Well, here I have mentioned the goal pockers. Okay. Now let's talk about the points. 156,605 sum by 141,077. Well, what is the answers? That is almost 297,000. Well, 682 Bangladeshis lives in both of Chopra constituencies and here Golp Golpakar constituencies. And now here we can see these points. Well, and now just we can wait and watch because in these moments we can see now here we can see this points. Now here we can notify that 75% Muslim has been here Trinamool MLA in the chicken neck of India, and that is the greatest threat we can notify. Well, here 55% MLA, I mean 55% Bangladeshi MLAs I have covered. Okay, now let's check it the moments. Well. Here I forgot about the. Well, let's contact the duplicate tabs. In duplicate tabs, here I can mention the significant points. Okay. Just wait for some times. I mean, we can wait for 3 minutes. Well, now let's check it. What is the moments? Here we can see Chakulia constituencies. Well. Now let's calculate that how much Bangladeshis voters affect the here Chakulia constituencies. Okay. Now here we can see Azad Minajul Arfin contains a vote of 90,227. Well, Muhammad Imran Ramij contains 40,384. I mean 40,348 Bangladeshi votes. Muhammad Yamin Akhtar contains 917 Bangladeshi votes. Mahfizul Islam contains 842 Bangladeshi votes. Here Muhammad Musa contains 483 Bangladeshi votes. Muhammad Tawkir Raja contains 401 Bangladeshi votes. Here Muhammad Saifuddin contains here 337 Bangladeshi votes. Well, Muhammad Aslam contains 177 Bangladeshi votes. Well, Abadulal contains 155 Bangladeshi votes. Muhammad Firoz Akhtar contains 142 Bangladeshi votes. And on the other hand, here Shaukin again Abdul Qasim contains 97 Bangladeshi votes. Okay, now let's get the points. What is the combinations of populations of Bangladeshi voter in Chakulia constituencies? Now here we can see, well, 90,277. Well, sum by 40,348. Well, some by 917. Well, some by here we can see. Uh, just wait and watch. I can see this moments 842 some by. Here we can see this one momentums. Just wait and watch. Well, 483 some by. Well, 401 some by. 337 some by. And here we can see that is the momentums at the points 177 some by good. Oh my Adonai. Here 143 some by uh, 0 address okay. And now 842 has been here well. Now here we can see 90,227 some by 40,348 some by 917 some by here 2383. Now here we got found that 97,000 or something. Okay. And here we can see that is the moments. Well, that can be sum by here almost 97. Now let's check it. What is the populations of Chakulia to be Bangladeshi voters? That is 97 point. We are 662. And now let's check at the circumstance. Now let's subtract 40,038 sum by here 41,265. Now here answer is almost 137,889 Bangladeshis live in Chakulia constituencies. And now here previously we have mentioned the effects of that points. Well. And now here we can see this contains the summations. Here 134 889 sum by 297 682. Now what is the results? Well, 432,571 Bangladeshi voters live in both of Chopra constituencies, Golpukar constituencies, and here Chakulia constituencies. And in this points here, Hamdur Rahman, now here we can see this, I forgot the points. Hamdur Rahman, Ajad Minajul Arfin, and Mohammad Ghulam Rabbani are the three Trinamool MLA. Where their area is 75% of chicken necks of India. That is their constituencies. and that is very dangerous momentum as we could see. Because here we did not accept that here our three Bangladeshis like Azad Minajul Afrin and Mohammad Ghulam Rabbani and Mohammad Hamidul Rahman to be Trinamool MLAs of this area where all of them are Bangladeshis. Okay, now here we can see these points. Wow, where Azad Minajul Islam born? Well, Azad Minajul Islam born in here Thakurgaon district of Bangladesh. Okay, now let's check here the points. What is here Chakulia and okay, now let's check it the moments. What is the combined populations of Gul, Pokars and Chakulia constituencies to be Bangladeshi voters? Now here we can see the points. 126, 582, sum by 134, 889. Now here we can see these moments. Well, almost 261,471 Bangladeshis live in here Gul, Pokars and Chakulia constituencies. If here S.I.R should be successful both on Gul, Pokars and Chakulia constituencies, now what would be the new populations of Thakurgaon district of Rangpur divisions of Bangladesh? Here is the significant matters. Well, I calculate myself 100,460 sum by 261, well 471. Well, here new populations would be 361,931 Bangladeshis would live in Thakurgaon provincial Thakurgaon district of Rangpur divisions of Bangladesh if and only if here S.I.R would be successful in both of Golpokar constituencies and Chokla constituencies. But here we can see these moments here as an unfortunate points as the perceptions of Thakurgaon district of Bangladesh here BJP government S.I.R actions, I apologize, Election Commission of India's S.I.R actions is failed in Golpokar and Chaluka constituencies. And here is the result that Mamata Bandyopadhyay's Trinamool Congress got here MLA like Mohammad Ghulam Rabbani and Azad Minajul Arfin, and with the support of Trinamool MLA Azad Minajul Arfin and Mohammad Ghulam Rabbani, Mamata Bandyopadhyay would attack on election commissions of India, where the assistant, where their primary factors would be Bangladeshi terrorists under Bangladeshi Princess Jaima Jia. And now that is the significant threats for the points. Well, with the command of Mamata Bandyopadhyay, here both Ghulam Rabbani would contain here 261,471 Bangladeshi voters of Chakulia constituencies and Golpakar constituencies would support Bangladeshi terrorists to attack here New Delhi, particularly to attack on Election Commission of India located on New Delhi, the capital city of India, and that is the greatest threat we could calculate. And now here we can she contains in these points Mamata Bandyopadhyay contains the backup plans to destroy the sovereignty of West Bengal. It is the backup plans by Mamata Bandyopadhyay to attack on Election Commission of India located in New Delhi, the capital city of India. There is the reason that why Mamata Bandyopadhyay did not want to resign from the designations of Chief Minister of West Bengal Provincial State of India, and that is the great threats we could notify at the moment. Well, and now here we can see this is the points that is the significant threats we could notify. Okay, now here we can see these points. Mamata Bandyopadhyay, when Mamata Bandyopadhyay lost the in West Bengal elections, these Golpakar constituencies and Chakulia constituencies was the backup plans to support Khalistani terrorists in Indian Punjab. And now here is the momentum at points. That is a dangerous momentum as we could see. And here now today's I am stop my live stream for today. Here I think tomorrow live streams I will discuss here what is the points that Patna and Lucknow, particularly here Bihar provincial state and West Bengal provincial state can be at the stake by Mamata Bandyopadhyay through the chicken neck of West Bengal. Today's live stream I have mentioned the chicken neck of India, and now here I am ready to mention what is that here chicken necks of West Bengal. Here Bangladeshi terrorists can attack on Bihar or Uttar Pradesh provincial state, where their target would be Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Okay, now here is my points. I have notified at the moment. See you then. Khuda Hafiz. Love you.